here today for Margaret Thatcher's funeral. Can you tell me what your opinion is of Margaret Thatcher? And obviously this is...
Well, as his name says, love her, hate her, here we are. And as for my opinion, I'd rather not really say it on a day like today. Let's leave it at that. I've come as an observer of history.
Well, what do you think she achieved for the British people? Why is there so much trouble, do you think?
I think it remains to be seen what she has really achieved. I'd rather make no further comment on that. But I'm concerned about Thatcherism more than Thatcher. And I hope that that spirit will also die with her. And we'll have a more fairer and just society, a more well-balanced. Like, you know, to me it's like marry the rich and sell out the poor. We need to have a social network, a foundation for this country, a safer foundation for everybody, and not exclude others, and not make others rich at the price of the poor.
What do you think of the fact that she actually died in the Ritz at a time when
well, what can you say? It says it all.
Are being closed down.
It says it all. But I'm concerned about selling all the family silver, the NHS. The ability to go to university is now limited to a few. People being bound with debt. When she said she was against debt, they're selling every good inheritance in Britain, and it's no longer a fair or just society. In fact, it's a very divided, almost apartheid between the rich and the poor, and between different sectors, even racially more divided. But people don't really come clean about it. So it's a form of hypocrisy and oppression. It's really become a police and a fascist state, really, and it's going in that direction. That is my concern, really. You know, it's an unhealthy foundation of greed and promoting self above a community, you know, and worse than that, there's so much intimidation. There's legal aid, everything's been attacked. And I'm very concerned that people are so intimidated that will no longer stand up. But people need to speak up. I'm a Christian, so I don't promote violence, but it is written in the Bible, speak up for the oppressed, stand up against injustice, you know. So I hope that Britain will return to being a more righteous country after this woman is buried. And I hope that her spirit is buried and it doesn't go and possess David Cameron and other people, including the Labour lot. Her legacy really needs to be buried, you know. It was too much self. It wasn't even for women, it was self. And I happen to know her background personally and know people who helped her get where she was personally. And I saw how even they were treated, even in death, you know, a cold card from Checkers and no attendance to their funeral. So I was very concerned how she could possibly look after a nation when she couldn't look after those around her. So I have personal, you know, a contact with Thatcher that always made me concerned about her when she was in power.
It was just the sort of class strata.
And I wonder what's the effect on the calcium and bone structure of the young people who were deprived of their milk. That would be interesting if a scientific study could be done. But at the same time, because we all have to face death, you know, I respectfully leave some comments for another time, you know, and just leave her to God to face her ultimate judgment. Love her or hate her.